Okay, so this is a showcase of where the parables of the set apart, the pursuit of wisdom demo is at. As you can see, we have set apart one and wisdom. Wisdom is our companion, voice acted and motion capture will be done by Imani Peters. But as you can see, she is always following you. Axis turning is a bit off right now. It's kind of like offset. She's supposed to be looking at you, but every once in a while she'll go into her idle animation. And right now I have some debugging keys where we could get her into the air by pressing the bracket keys. So we could get her into the air and we could get it down. There's the smoothness of it. That's really cool. She goes up smoothly. She comes back down pretty smooth. That's pretty cool. I did do. So it's pretty cool. She did it in steps. But what wisdom does is you have 3 abilities on her. You will be able to equip 4 when I continue the demo. But right now it's 3. And you activate that wheel by holding E, and you could either get a where she will passively heal you. She would buff your strength and might is she buffs your attack power and you gain zeal generation, and hedge of protection is you take less incoming damage. And each one will have its own, I think, one particular animation for the 3. But this is just how that's just the base, how the base gameplay of the game gonna be. So if I do hedge of protection, she kind of flies in to set apart one and puts a bubble on him. I think I need to in the Unreal Editor, and when you're doing things in Unreal Editor, the performance is a bit choppy. I am running in cinematic as well because I was doing some um just some environment stuff. I made this kind of isolated level for just prototyping. So my frames, and I am running in like really high cinematic, but when I package the game, I could get over 100 frames usually. We're playing on my normal shipping thing. I mean, look at those rays. Look at them rays. Look at wisdom. Look at me. Do it like this. Because she's always trying to face the direction you face in, or the direction of a body you are on. She always tries to look at you from that direction. Let's look at her. But yeah, so we are at a stronghold right now. And I'm gonna just run through the stronghold tutorial. I am recording this for Osvaldo because he's gonna do an awesome menu loading screen. And another he's gonna do a piece to add to our menu loading collection. But whoever got this, I think I'm putting this on Patreon, as well as just sending it to some folks. If you are one of the folks that got this, just know that you have a special place in my heart regarding the development of this game. You're early supporter that I think needs to see some of the cool things that I've been up to. Mainly built this in an attempt to, like, while I was in Chicago with Imani for Unreal Fest, just in case people, if we had the opportunity to have people try the game, but there was none of that at Unreal Fest, unfortunately. But yeah, so let's showcase the general combat system of the game. This is like um a tutorial area where people can learn how the combat of the game works. The wisdom come through? Yeah. Yes. Did I mess up the enemies? I think I messed up the enemies. We'll be right back after these short messages. Okay. After a crash or two on some adjustments, we are here for the gameplay. Let's finally get it. So wisdom will always be following you, and if you get too far away from her, she will just randomly teleport to your location. But this is a stronghold. It indefinitely spawns enemies. There's a stronghold incursion, and it will indefinitely spawn enemies because this is just a training area. So how our combat works is you need a oh my word, you guys getting live bugs. Slow motion. That's a bug that needs to fix. Okay. That is not part of combat. Ignore that. Right. Okay, so how combat works is I think they might gonna They might kill me. Oh no. It's like I never know what going on. I am flustered. 1 second. Okay, so you press control to dodge. So flying up in the air that just got me flustered. I need to fix that bug. It's a physics bug with set the path one. So you guys have me looking like a noob in my own game that I code. Nice wisdom. What's just looking here? I have no experience. Yeah, I died. Okay. Sorted most of the bugs. We're taking it from the top for the last time. Let's go. So as you see, wisdom always follows you wherever you go. This is a stronghold incursion point. Enemies would just continuously spawn in this area because it's like a tutorial area. You see, you have basic combos, left attack, right. You have left clicks and right clicks. Left clicks are for heavy attacks and right clicks are no. Left clicks are for light attacks and right clicks are for heavy attacks. You could switch your weapon at any time by holding Q. You could right now I have the anointed hands actually comes from hands trained for battle, sword of the spirit, and hammer pull. Didn't you see? Sword of the spirit. And you can raise the shield of faith with any weapon of warfare at any time by holding caps lock. You dodge any enemy attacks. You see that one is preparing to do an attack in the back. So you can dodge. I don't have a perfect dodge system yet. I want to implement that eventually. You see that one there is getting ready to do an attack. I'm gonna put him on the shield. So the weapon of righteousness gift. There's a scripture. The scripture I came across. I can't remember exactly where it's from, but it talks about It the actually worded in it is a weapon of righteousness in the right and in the left hand. And I took that and created an entire like subcategory of gifts in the game that is bound to two on the hotkeys. It basically just like pull a random weapon, not a random weapon, because you could select exactly which gift you want, but you'll pull out a gift and do a really special skill. So like for this one I call it Dagger Slam, where find two enemies and they slap it into the ground. The sword is pointed in the wrong direction. Eventually I want to get that fixed, but that's on my backlog. Come on, enemies spawn. Let me fight. Punch out some demon faces. Shout out to Justin for the hunter part for these enemies, and shout out to OS for the awesome 3D model, and Justin again for the different patterns you see for the eyes. These enemy types are the main ones you'll see throughout the game, and I refer to them as the pawns of light. Kind of got stuck in I think the slow motion periods. The slow motion is like whenever you have to, if the game is telling you to hit a certain keybind, you enter into that slow motion. So it's telling me to activate my first spiritual gift, which is bound to 3. This first one is Lord's Fiery Arrow. You just take a look at it with an arrow and shoot the arrow at an enemy. Kinda miss. Point blank. Instant kill. Ah! Game dev. I crashed. Stuff off my screen. Nice, yeah. I don't even have enemies for it though. This is Weapons of Righteousness, dual swords. It didn't have enough enemies. But as a show, so Wisdom is our companion character. You could hold E at any time during battle. Once Wisdom is with you, because there's certain missions where she wouldn't. Apparently, at certain points in the story, she won't be with you all the time. But once she's with you, you could hold E and you could pick any one of her gifts. Currently, what I'm working towards in this demo is Gift of Healing, Strength and Mind, Hedge of Protection. See that one just doing a spin there? Dodge out of his way. One Hedge of Protection, dodge out of his way. Knock it out. And hit them down. And the last thing, which is really cool, shout out to none other than the codev. Steven is our entire codex, well, our entire hero menu system. The journey tab isn't working, but the gifts tab is currently working. As you can see, as we hover over the gift, we have entire description showing what the gift does. Well, this one is wrong. That's not what that's supposed to say. But it shows what the gift does and what it and the scripture that it's taken from. So as you see, weapons of righteousness, dual swords, drawing from the power of God. This is the part one. Takes up the weapons of righteousness, twin blades in each hand, as he tears through the battlefield, gliding from enemy to enemy, leaving nothing standing for the duration of the gift. And right, the scripture is 2 Corinthians 6 verse 7, and the power of God with the weapons of righteousness for the right hand and for the left. Shout out to Justin, our lead concept artist, resident art dude here at Qdishim Studios, for the amazing icons. Justin just goes crazy with whenever I ask him to do icons. He just exceeds my expectation with our icons. This is hand strain for war. I'll put it on how the menu works is each spiritual weapon of warfare you could put on different spiritual gifts in the slots. You have 4 slots: a weapon skill, weapons of righteousness, a spiritual gift. You have 2 spiritual gifts. One at 80% zeal and another at max zeal. The max zeal ones are way more powerful than all the other ones. So currently on max zeal we have weapons of righteousness, dual sword, hands trained for war. Blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle. Consuming fire, which just obliterates everything, and is his wood not like a hammer. This one personally is one of my favorite. I will put it on. Oh my gosh. Game dev fixing things. Will be right back very. Okay, I speed run through our tutorial a bit just to get to this point where I could just. This is the edge of the tutorial where things will just keep spawning on you. And just so I could show off some of the max heal gifts. But this one is his wood, not like a hammer. What's that part one? Jumps into the air and slams down.
They're trying to close the path again. We cannot allow them to succeed. Stop them!
These enemies came with no logic. Bugs on bugs on bugs. But that is consuming fire, so it buffs your attack speed, and it at the beginning it does a really massive damage shockwave. Ignore the floating spider web. Look at the god rays. Those rays look nice. These enemies coming up with no logic. Why are these enemies coming and burn them? For some reason the brain is not connected. Very final, very last. No more. Showcase of gameplay right there. I really want to show off this GIF. Let them huddle up. Looks like everyone has their brain connected here. This guy probably doesn't for some reason. But the cool thing is dual swords. This is Weapons of Righteousness dual swords. I love that GIF. But that's where the currently game dev is. I just polishing my first level and just getting like the base implementation of things done so that from here on it's just continuing the story and getting him on to do some more voice acting. I mean, it is coming along. It's just so exciting. Never we get to thank God for just whenever I think about how far the project has gotten to. It's just amazing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my little showcase of the combat system. Until the next demo, I am aiming for a demo at the end of this month, a proper like public one where proper public demo where people could play it and stuff. We're gonna approach some like just some streamers or gamers that I know that do like videos and stuff to do some to do a recording on it. Now just everything in Kiddushim Studios has gotten to the point of getting it out there into the world. But I'd like to show you Wisdom's the main thing, but sadly this guy decided to just glitch. So I would not be able to get out of this area because for some reason he is being considered alive while he has no AI logic. I mean, the body looks cool though. But yeah, thanks for listening. I think this came to 20 minutes. This was supposed to just be a quick recording for Osvaldo, and I think I got it up to 20 minutes of recording. So yeah, keep praying on the project. All your support has been greatly appreciated, especially Kobe and Quag who support us financially on the Patreon. If you're watching this and you have a little extra to spare, throw a little $5 at the project a month. It is greatly appreciated. I mean, the support and sharing and the just everything everyone does and the encouragement is greatly appreciated. If you have $5, that would also be appreciated as well. Anyway, that's me, X, signing out for this little devlog.